My name is Miranda Salinas and I'm going to talk about the World War. The countries the, that were the world leaders during this period are United States, Germany, and Soviet Union. In the Cold War, there was a lot of tension between the United States and the Soviet Union. In a way, both sides were trying to buy support from countries which caused the countries to be separate. It took place almost everywhere on the globe. Public opinion was widely distributed during the Cold War as people separated a lot about choosing sides to support. Media and propaganda techniques were also used as a direct tool against the enemy. There was a direct contribution of the media to the war effort, which saw the media engaged in antagonistic psychological warfare. Constant fear was used as a tactic for war during the Cold War. Americans and Russians were constantly looking over their shoulder, praying that a war like the one that had just passed would not rise again. Each country fighting this pacifistic war possessed weapons of mass destruction. Nuclear weapons such as the AIM-22 gravity bomb and the ASMP standoff attack missile, Pluton, and HATS ballistic missiles were used to threaten each country. In my opinion, the Cold War was very good for the world because the fight between the two world powers created a special balance in the world. The West checked the Soviet Union and the Soviet Union checked the West. Both kept their promise which was set in Malta. After all, they agreed not to use the weapon first. The Cold War was very bad for the socialist countries because the modern culture and technology did not reach us. But it was very good as regards the classical culture. Can you imagine that the literature and the early 20th century and the classic art how popular was in these countries? In these countries, the only possibility was to step forward the learning, the sport, the creativity, so everybody read, learned, entered into organized clubs. The theaters were full, the cinemas were full, the concert halls were full, and the stations were full. So it also helps the humanity.